And the Lakers are 700 above. And he has to send a message that they need more.
Social media is wild, and this was a very popular bar graph from 2 weeks ago that everybody fell in love with.
Stop it. Get some help.
LeBron personally, 60 guys in the league that drive to the basket as much as he does, at least 10 drives per game. Where do you think he ranks in free throw attempts? The answer is right in the middle, 25th.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
As a team, I don't know what I'm going to say. I just pulled up a graphic and it said one team is plus 1,100 and the other teams are plus 379.
Let's listen to how Kevin Wildes destroys Nick Wright's weak, pathetic attempt to defend LeBron James, blaming the refs and the replay in this game. And I'm going to show you and pinpoint to you what he does in his debate so you can get a better idea of how he tries to get scallop.
I don't know if you caught Cavs magic, but there was a call in the second quarter of that I disagreed with as well. My goodness gracious.
Wow.
Wolves Suns, I don't know, a second.
You didn't think Sixers, we'll get to it later, you didn't think Sixers Knicks had a controversial ending?
Sure.
Okay.
Do I think LeBron, do I remember another time in the history of, and tell me if I'm wrong, Brew, because you're encyclopedic, of a star player talking about the refereeing in another game after losing a buzzer beater? I do not remember that.
Well, I think
that is a
that's it. You can't remember star players talking about holistic issues of the league.
The game game before them, when they're locked in a do-or-die game and they're complaining about the referees in the previous game. I don't remember that.
What Kevin Wilde said was on the money and pinpoint accurate. It's just basic logic, Nick, right? What does the Knicks in the Sixers playoff game have anything to do with LeBron James officiating? Those are two separate officiating crews for each game. They're going to call the game differently apart from each other. So the fact that Nick Wright is trying to find some justifiable way as saying, well, you don't think players, maybe in a players meeting or maybe during the off-season meetings, but not during or after a game, that literally makes no sense. Just a pathetic, idiotic attempt from Nick Wright trying to find a way to defend this in any conceivable manner.
The free throw disparity.
Okay,
this graphic nonsense.
No, well,
it's free throw disparity.
We've seen this before. It's Phil Jackson, Jeff. This is what you do.
This is a normal graphic. I know it's the style of play in LeBron.
So again, So this is the problem. I think. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Oh, that's a wow.
That's the last 2 seasons. So let's just
they
be
are like
clear.
3 times.
The difference between number 2, 3, 4, 5 is all within 80 free throws. And the Lakers are 700 above. And he has to send a message that they need more.
So let me.
Here's what he's trying to do.
The rebuttal, or I don't even want to call it a rebuttal, the idiocy that spews out of Nick Wright's mouth towards Kevin Wilde's response is going to baffle you here. So just prepare for the stupidity and the gish galloping and the goalpost moving and trying to justify it in an idiotic, conceivable way.
I didn't know this graphic.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
bro.
that's because you don't spend as much time on social media as Wildes, and this was a very popular bar graph from 2 weeks ago that everybody fell in love with. So let's actually do the real data on it.
Sure, pull it up.
Last year, the Lakers had a almost historic free throw edge. Last season.
Okay.
I don't know how much that impacts this year. This year, do the Lakers shoot the most free throws per game of any team in the league? No. This year, do the Lakers get called for the fewest fouls of any team in the league? No. It's actually Orlando gets the most free throws, Boston get fouls the least. The Lakers are second in both categories, right? The second most, second least. LeBron personally, 60 guys in the league that drive to the basket as much as he does, at least 10 drives per game. Where do you think he ranks in free throw attempts? The answer is right in the middle, 25th.
Nick Wright is trying to be very deceptive in his tactic when he's debating with Wildes here by saying LeBron James doesn't get to the free throw line and he ranks in the middle of the pack as far as attempts. Is basically saying that somehow that negates the fact that the Lakers have this huge disparity at the free throw line. Nick, you bringing up LeBron James having the fewest amount doesn't negate the fact that the Lakers still have a huge free throw disparity at the line than their opposing opponents. That's literally a weak, pathetic argument. I don't even know why that came in his head, because it doesn't do anything to change the fact that the Lakers are still getting to the free throw line at an accelerated rate than their opposing opponents.
The Lakers get a friendly whistle because of how great of a whistle they got in the 2023 season, so be it. But LeBron does not. There is no data that supports that LeBron does.
Okay, so Lakers as a team, I don't know what I'm going to say. I just pulled up a graphic and it said one team is plus 1,100 and the other teams are plus 379.
Yes, but let me ask you.
They get the friendly. They have the
I don't think. Do you think they get a bad whistle?
No,
I don't think they're getting a bad whistle in this series.
Like I was saying earlier, the team is still getting more free throw attempts, regardless if LeBron doesn't lead the league in getting to the line. It's a stupid non sequitur argument that he's trying to make, and it legit has no point.
It was a very popular bar graph from 2 weeks ago that everybody fell in love with. So let's actually do the real data on it.
Sure, pull it up.
Last year, the Lakers had a almost historic free throw edge. Last season.
Okay.
I don't know how much that impacts this year. This year, do the Lakers shoot the most free throws per game of any team in the league? No. This year, do the Lakers get called for the fewest fouls of any team in the league? No. It's actually Orlando gets the most free throws, Boston fouls the least. The Lakers are second in both categories, right? The second most, second least.
When I said Nick Wright likes to be deceptive and he likes to kind of give you these smoke and mirrors in the way he presents his argument, it's because he'll give you something with facts. I'm not denying that, but he rarely gives it to you with the appropriate context. And what I mean with the appropriate context is, yes, the Lakers are ranked second behind Orlando, but the difference is minuscule, 24.5 to 24.2. So this is what I'm saying when he brings these points up. They're non sequiturs because they really don't take away the fact that the Lakers still are have the most free throw differential in the league, and it's by a large margin. It's not by a small number. It's not by some, a fraction, or they dropped from number 1 to number 10, number 1 to number 2, and the split difference between Orlando and the Lakers is minuscule. These are deceptive tactics that the sycophant LeBron fanboys will use to try to deceive you. Always listen and pay attention, and they'll lead to their own downfall in these idiotic debates that they want to have.